What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman here for Awesemo.com, and I am back with my NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Friday, December 31st. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter, at Josh Engleman. Let me know in the comments section who your favorite and least favorite contenders are for today's slate. And finally, shout out to No House Advantage for being the presenting sponsor of this video. Use the promo code Awesemo when signing up to get up to $25 on your first deposit. And we're rounding out the bottom of my top 10 with SGA, Anthony Edwards, Kyle Anderson, Nas Little, and Malik Monk on the outside looking in. Who will be my favorites? My top 5 plays for today? It's time to find out. First of many here for the Miami Heat, and we don't know if this game is even going to happen. I think the chances look bleak, but for right now, if we're assuming they're in, Caleb Martin is shooting guard small forward eligible, 4,300, projected for 28. The goal is 33. He's in the optimal lineup 22% of the time. I think he plays 38 minutes if this game is able to happen. Call it around 0.8 fantasy points per minute, 12.7 boards, 2 assists, 2 stocks, pace up spot against Houston. They gain 1.7 possessions over their average. He's just going to fall into a ton of minutes because he's one of the 4 guys that are actual NBA rotational players that are still active for Miami. So you get great positional designation, great price, great potential minutes. Just go to Caleb Martin. Go to all of the Heat guys that we're about to talk about over the next 4 spots. Such as number 4, small forward Jimmy Butler. 10K, projected for 56. The goal is 57.5, and he's in the optimal lineup 25% of the time. Now, Butler is questionable with an actual injury, but if he is out, I think this game gets axed. 38 minutes for Butler if he can play. 1.47 fantasy points per minute, 32% usage, 30 points, 8.5 boards, 7 assists, and 2.5 stocks in this spot. No Kyle Lowry, no Bam Adebayo. You're going to get a ton out of Jimmy Butler. His raw point ceiling is as high as anybody else on this slate. 10K is worth the price tag if he's available to play. Sticking with that Miami Heat theme, Omer Yurtseven in at number 3, center eligible, 5,800, projected for 37. The goal is 40, and he is in the optimal lineup 28% of the time. You guys know the same drill, same matchup against Houston. They don't really have a backup center in this spot, so 36 minutes for Yurtseven, 1.1, we'll call it 1.05 fantasy points per minute, 15% usage, 11.5 real points, 15.8 rebounds, 1.5 assists, a steal, and a block. He's just a center that's going to play a crap ton, and he's at least a fantasy point per minute guy when he does it. 5,800, not nearly the price you need when Yurtseven is going to have to play every single minute that he can handle. In at number 2, a non-Heat player, and we don't even know if he's going to play today on the back-to-back. That's Kevin Love, power forward center eligible, 6,700, projected for 43. The goal is 43.5, and he's in the optimal lineup 35% of the time. I gave him 32 minutes. He missed out on the closing run last night, but he was on pace to play this amount if this game would have been a little closer. 1.3-ish fantasy points per minute, 20 points, 11 boards, 3 assists, maybe a stock. It is a pace down spot against Atlanta, but it's not exactly like Atlanta is Atlanta. They're missing like 10 starters. So this spot looks fine for Kevin Love. You know he's going to shoot. You know he's going to be great on the boards. If he is playing on this back-to-back, power forward center eligible Kevin Love is my number 2 play. And you can see he's on a completely different tier than the rest of these guys. Now, before we get to that number 1 contender, one last reminder to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter, at Josh Engleman. Let me know in the comments who your favorite and least favorite contenders are for today's slate. And one last time, check out No House Advantage and use that promo code Awesemo when you sign up. The number 1 contender for today's slate, if it happens, is Tyler Herro, a point guard, shooting guard eligible, 7,200, projected for 47. The goal is 45.5, and he's in the optimal lineup 36% of the time. I gave him 38 minutes. He's 1.2-ish fantasy points per minute, 33% usage this year. No Lowry, no Bam. 30 real points, 7 boards, 4.5 assists, and a stock. Again, great matchup against Houston. If the Miami game happens, you're playing a ton of Tyler Herro, Omer Yurtseven, Butler, and Caleb Martin. Don't overthink it right now. Miami looks incredible. Tyler Herro is your number 1 contender for today. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Friday, December 31st. FanDuel and Yahoo versions of this video are around here somewhere. Check it out. Good luck tonight, everybody. Be safe on New Year's Eve. No crazy stuff, people. You don't want to do that. we are back again Monday morning for a 2022 edition of the Contenders.